Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're watching this video. I found a graph online, Monopoly graph online right here, that shows this downward sloping demand curve, marginal revenue curve that's twice as steep. You've got your upward sloping marginal cost curve and your average total cost curve that looks like a parabola. And 4 questions that went along with it. And I decided let's answer this for the YouTube page. So let's go ahead and see exactly what they're asking. As you see, this first part wants that profit maximizing price and quantity. So remember, to profit max, so profit with pi, if I want to profit max, it is the quantity. So remember, in this case, we're choosing the quantity, right? So it's the quantity where marginal revenue equals marginal cost. So I find where marginal revenue equals marginal cost, which is right here, and I go down and I know that my Q star, which would be the profit maximizing quantity in this case, is 1.5. However, that's not going to be the price because this is a monopoly. It has a downward sloping demand curve, meaning that it has some market power and it can choose the price based on the quantity. So I have to go up to the demand curve. That's very important. To get the price, I'm going to write this out for you. To get the price, you need to go up to the demand. That right there is something a lot of students mix up. And it's because we're choosing it based off the demand. Because at 1.5 right here, people are willing to pay. We go over, it's $2.50. So we go over there, $2.50. So I know my P star, my price that's going to maximize my profit, is going to be $2.50. It says to label it as E. So this point we would label as a capital E. So we ported its price, label it as P mon. So I guess right here we do P M O N. Quantity Q mon. I guess we just fit it in here somewhere. Q mon. I'm going to write over some stuff. And then the ATC. Well, remember, everything, and again, this is probably another thing to know, everything in this case is off the quantity. So everything's off the quantity, so I just have to go up to the average total cost. So it looks like $2 right there is my ATC for the monopoly. That's how it wants us to label it. And so that's their profit magnitude, which is going to be that 50 cents right here. It's going to show you, right, that we are going to be able to charge a price higher than my average total cost, which is going to get us our profit. So we've done part A, we've done part B. Shade in that profit. Well, we're going to shade in that profit. Let's use green. It's going to be right here. And I'll do another video on why you can always get my profit to be equal to P minus ATC. So that's like my per quantity profit. And then we multiply it by quantity. That's one way we can get quantity. And so it's going to be that rectangle right there because my P minus ATC is that vertical distance. And then my horizontal distance is the amount of quantity. So boom, we got that one there. And while we're at it, let's just go ahead and calculate that profit. So in this case, my profit would be equal to price minus ATC. In this case, it looks like it's about 50 cents. So 50 cents. And then we got to multiply it by that quantity, which is 1.5 thousand. So if that looks like my profit's going to be $750. Remember, this is thousands. It shows it down here. You can't really see it because we drew over it, but it would be thousands. So half of 1,500 would be $750. We've calculated the profit. That leaves us with one more point, everyone, and that's this D. Suppose the firm charges $250, which we know up here. You suspect, hopefully you don't, it has pricing power because it's monopoly. You should charge higher? Definitely not, right? Because we know that we've maximized profits with marginal revenue equals to marginal cost. But let's go ahead and do this question anyway. Compute and report the profit where the price is $3. Okay, well, we'll do this in red. So if the price is $3 right here, then what I know is if I go over, I'm only going to be able to sell approximately, and so we're going to make this as a little bit approximate. We're going to approximate this at 1. So let's go ahead and approximate it at 1. So I'll make this a little smaller so we can draw everything at the same time. So if P equals $3, Then I know my quantity is only going to equal 1,000. And that's simply what the demand curve says. So let me put in parentheses here so we know this is, the demand tells us our P and Q. So just as a heads up. So what's the profit going to be there? Well, we're just going to estimate it again. We go down to where ATC is. So it's approximately 250. We might be a little lower than that, but let's just go ahead and approximate it. And so that means in this case that I'm going to have my average total cost is going to be $2.50. So my distance between them, right, my profit is going to be my price minus average total cost is going to be about 50 cents. And then my quantity here, though I'm only selling 1,000. And so my profit at this new mark is only $500. So you see profit went down. And so remember, monopolies can choose their quantity, but we always want to choose it where marginal revenue equals marginal cost. And so that is the key point. I'm going to put it one more time. We always want to see where marginal revenue equals marginal cost. We then take the quantity, like we did down here, quantity of 1.5 when marginal revenue equals marginal cost. We go up, we find the price, we find the average total cost, and our profit's right in there. Hope you like this explainer video. If you have any questions, you can always find me at James_Tierney, or you can go and find me at jamestierney.com. All that information in the description below. I hope you have a great day. Make good choices.